Meticulously crafted by George Stevens, the film faced numerous obstacles during its production. From the very beginning, budget constraints plagued the project, forcing the crew to be creative with resources while striving for the epic grandeur envisioned. As filming began in 1963, unseasonably harsh weather conditions complicated location shoots, particularly in the Utah desert, where the intended atmosphere often clashed with reality. Compounded by delays and logistical challenges, these issues threatened the timeline and overall vision. Actors from all corners of the globe were cast, each bringing their unique talents to portray biblical figures. However, the size and scope of the cast led to scheduling conflicts that strained relationships and caused further delays. Despite these setbacks, an unexpected moment of serendipity emerged when a last-minute addition to the cast captured the hearts of both the crew and audience alike. This turned out to be a transformative moment, breathing new life into the production and contributing to the film's enduring legacy. Released on February 15, 1965, at the Warner Cinerama Theater in New York City, the film received mixed reviews. Its origins can be traced back to a U.S. radio series that aired from 1947 to 1957, featuring episodes about the life of Jesus Christ. The movie's depiction of the story stirred discussions and opinions among viewers and critics alike. The narrative and visual representation of the iconic tale sparked varied reactions, with some applauding its grand scope and others critiquing its portrayal of the religious figure. Despite the contrasting reviews, the film's historical significance and ambitious storytelling left an indelible mark on cinematic storytelling. Its exploration of profound themes from the life of Jesus Christ resonated with audiences, making it a notable addition to the portrayal of biblical stories in film. The movie's impact continues to be felt in the realm of religious cinema, showcasing the enduring power of stories that have shaped cultural and spiritual beliefs for centuries. Fulton Arsler adapted the series into a 1949 novel, which eventually caught the interest of Hollywood for a film adaptation. 20th Century Fox initially obtained the film rights with a down payment of $110,000, but never brought the project to pre-production. The adaptation held promise for an epic cinematic portrayal, but unfortunately did not progress beyond the initial stages, despite the early investment. The potential for a visually stunning retelling of the story seemed within reach, yet the project's momentum stalled before production could begin. The intriguing narrative of the novel seemed poised for the silver screen, but fate intervened, leaving the envisioned production unrealized. The grand vision and potential cinematic spectacle of the adaptation remained unfulfilled as the project languished in the realms of what could have been. Despite the initial excitement surrounding the acquisition of the film rights, the realization of bringing the story to life on screen remained a dream unrealized. George Stevens became aware of the novel's film rights in 1958 and formed a production company to create the movie. Fox provided Stevens with a $10 million budget, which was twice as much as previously granted for any film. This substantial budget allowed for a grand production with elaborate sets, costumes, and famous actors. The financial support from the studio gave Stevens the resources he needed to bring the story to life on the big screen with great attention to detail and authenticity. With this generous budget, the production was able to capture the epic scale of the narrative and create a visually stunning portrayal of the events depicted in the source material. The funding ensured that the film could be made with high production values and a level of grandeur befitting the subject matter, making it a landmark project in the history of cinema. The $10 million budget was instrumental in shaping the final outcome of the film and contributed significantly to its lasting impact on audiences. The screenplay for the film took 3 years to write, with contributions from Ivan Moffat, James Lee Barrett, and poet Carl Sandburg. In August 1961, 20th Century Fox withdrew from the project due to financial excesses. Stevens moved production and distribution to United Artists, where he was promised complete creative control. Swedish actor Max von Sydow was cast as Jesus, marking his American movie debut. By Christmas 1960, Hollywood stars began offering to appear in cameo roles without reading the script. In 1965, John Wayne was the first to sign on for a cameo role as a Roman centurion. His single line demanded multiple takes. The film boasted numerous Hollywood stars in both major and cameo roles, including Charlton Heston, Telly Savalas, and Dorothy McGuire. This star-studded cast added depth and excitement to the movie, showcasing a blend of talent that captivated audiences. Their performances brought authenticity and grandeur to the epic tale, elevating the overall cinematic experience. Each actor's contribution, whether major or cameo, enriched the narrative and brought the characters to life with skill and charisma. The presence of such renowned talents lent prestige and power to the film, making it a memorable and iconic production in the history of cinema. Telly Savalas shaved his head for the role of Pontius Pilate and maintained the look for the rest of his life. Jamie Farr was cast as the Apostle Thaddeus after praying to St. Jude for the role. Filming was primarily done in the U.S. Southwest, including Arizona, Nevada, Utah, and Southern California. In 1965, 47 sets were constructed on location and in Hollywood studios to accommodate Stevens' vision for the film. Filming faced numerous setbacks, including weather issues and the death of actor Joseph Schildkraut. The budget expanded to $20 million, making it the most expensive film shot in the U.S. at the time. The film was a commercial failure and received mostly negative reviews, though it was nominated for 5 Academy Awards. Despite its failure, the film did not end the genre of Hollywood Bible epics. The 1965 movie had a significant impact on popular culture when it was released. It received mixed reviews at the time, with some praising its grand scale and visual beauty while others criticized its length and pacing. Despite the initial reception, the film has left a lasting legacy in the entertainment industry. Several spin-offs and adaptations followed, including books, documentaries, and stage productions inspired by the film's portrayal of biblical stories. Additionally, the movie spawned a range of merchandise such as posters, soundtracks, and collectible items that further solidified its place in popular culture. The film's enduring impact can still be seen today in various forms of media that continue to draw inspiration from its epic storytelling and grand cinematic style. The casting process for the 1965 movie The Greatest Story Ever Told involved meticulous auditions and chemistry tests to find the perfect actors for each role. The key actors were chosen based on their ability to embody the characters authentically. Pivotal moments during the casting included intense screen tests, where actors showcased their skills and chemistry with other cast members. The casting directors were looking for individuals who could bring depth and emotion to their characters, enhancing the storytelling. Each actor was selected based on their unique interpretation of the role and how well they fit into the overall ensemble of the film. The directorial vision behind the 1965 movie, The Greatest Story Ever Told, focused on portraying the life of Jesus Christ in an epic and grandiose manner. The director aimed to bring a reverent and awe-inspiring tone to the story, drawing inspiration from classic religious artworks and historical accounts. Their creative influences included religious paintings, biblical texts, and previous film adaptations of religious stories. In terms of style, the director chose sweeping landscapes, elaborate sets, and a large ensemble cast to convey the scale and importance of the events depicted. They utilized light, music, and symbolism to enhance the spiritual and emotional impact of the narrative. Collaborating with the cast and crew, the director emphasized the importance of authenticity and emotional sincerity in portraying the characters and their journey. They worked closely with actors to capture the gravity and depth of the story, encouraging performances that resonated with the themes of faith, sacrifice, and redemption. The crew was tasked with creating a visually striking world that transported viewers to the ancient settings of the biblical narrative, paying attention to details that added historical accuracy and emotional resonance to the film. Overall, the director's approach aimed to create a cinematic masterpiece that not only entertained, but also inspired audiences with the enduring power of this timeless story. The production of The Greatest Story Ever Told in 1965 involved intricate set design and carefully chosen locations to recreate biblical scenes. Logistical challenges like coordinating large crowds and animals added complexity to filming. Innovative techniques, such as the pioneering use of Super Panavision 70mm film for epic widescreen shots, set this movie apart. The filmmakers meticulously crafted each set to capture the grandeur of the story, from desert landscapes to ancient cities. Despite the challenges, the dedication to historical accuracy and visual spectacle led to a timeless cinematic achievement. In creating the score for The Greatest Story Ever Told, composer George Dooning drew upon his deep understanding of orchestral arrangements to enhance the film's emotional depth. The music serves as a powerful backdrop, elevating key moments throughout the narrative. Dooning employed a grand orchestral sound, combining traditional melodies with choral elements to reflect the film's sacred themes. This approach helps to connect viewers with the spiritual journey depicted on screen. The score was carefully crafted to complement the epic story of the life of Jesus, using different musical motifs for characters and significant events. By doing this, the audience can feel the weight of the moment, whether it is a scene of triumph or one of suffering. Collaborating with a skilled group of musicians, Dooning ensured that every note resonated with the film's themes of hope, love, and redemption. The use of strings and brass sections contributes a majestic sound that unifies the film's visual storytelling. Additionally, the film features popular songs from various artists of the time, weaving contemporary sounds into the narrative. These tracks not only reinforce the overall message, but also create a powerful, emotional connection for viewers. Each piece was chosen to match the storyline precisely, drawing audiences deeper into the cinematic experience. Through the work of Dooning and his team, the score and soundtrack become an integral part of how viewers perceive and feel the immense story presented. The opening scene of The Greatest Story Ever Told showcases the stunning cinematography as the camera pans across the vast desert landscape, capturing the grandeur and scale of the setting. Director George Stevens' use of wide shots and sweeping vistas immediately immerses the audience in the biblical world. The performance of Max von Sydow as Jesus is particularly captivating, as he conveys a sense of quiet strength and spiritual depth through his nuanced portrayal. Another iconic moment is the Sermon on the Mount sequence, where Jesus delivers his famous teachings to a vast crowd. The cinematography here is masterful, with the camera seamlessly transitioning between close-ups of Jesus and wide shots of the audience, emphasizing the power and resonance of his words. The scene is further elevated by the stirring musical score, which adds to the sense of awe and reverence. The crucifixion scene is undoubtedly one of the most powerful and impactful moments in the film. Stevens' direction is both visceral and contemplative, as he captures the brutality and suffering of the event while also conveying the profound spiritual significance. The performances of von Sydow and Charlton Heston as Pontius Pilate are particularly noteworthy, with both actors delivering emotionally charged and deeply moving portrayals. Overall, The Greatest Story Ever Told is a cinematic masterpiece that has left an indelible mark on audiences. The iconic scenes highlighted in this analysis showcase the film's technical excellence, powerful performances, and an enduring thematic resonance. The 1965 movie The Greatest Story Ever Told had a significant cultural and social impact. It resonated with audiences by portraying the life of Jesus Christ in a grand and cinematic way, evoking emotions and connecting with viewers on a spiritual level. The film influenced pop culture by setting a standard for epic biblical productions, inspiring other movies and TV shows to explore religious themes in a similar fashion. Additionally, it contributed to discussions on relevant social and cultural themes such as faith, sacrifice, and redemption, sparking conversations about the role of religion in society and its impact on individuals. Overall, the movie left a lasting impression on viewers, and remains a classic in the genre of religious epics. The Greatest Story Ever Told, released in 1965, received a mix of reviews from critics and audiences. While some praised its grand scale and cinematography, others found it too lengthy and slow-paced. The film's portrayal of the life of Jesus Christ garnered both admiration and criticism. Despite the polarized reception, the movie was nominated for 5 Academy Awards, including Best Art Direction and Best Original Score. These accolades signify recognition for the hard work and talent of those involved in the production. For the filmmakers, actors, and crew, receiving awards or nominations reflects their dedication to bringing the story to life on the big screen. During the filming of The Greatest Story Ever Told in 1965, there was a noteworthy incident involving John Wayne, who had a cameo as a centurion. While on set, Wayne was asked by director George Stevens to deliver a line, but Wayne responded, "Surely, George, you don't want me to say that line. After all, I've appeared in over 200 films. That would be a bit much." Despite the humor in Wayne's remark, he did go on to deliver the line as requested. This playful exchange between Wayne and Stevens showcased the camaraderie on set and the respect actors had for the director's vision. It remains a charming behind-the-scenes anecdote from the making of the film. The film, made in 1965, stands out in cinematic history for its grand scale and ambitious portrayal of the life of Jesus Christ. Its use of a sweeping narrative and large ensemble cast set a precedent for future films depicting biblical story. This film influenced directors by showcasing the potential for religious themes to be explored on the big screen in epic proportion. The style and production values were distinctive for the time, using location shooting and elaborate sets that inspired later filmmakers to invest similarly in their projects. Subsequent religious films often referenced its aesthetic and narrative techniques, illustrating how this film shaped the genre. Moreover, it established a framework for storytelling that allowed later filmmakers to explore complex characters within religious narrative. This legacy also permeates popular culture, as various adaptations and interpretations of Christ's story continue to draw inspiration from its monumental approach to storytelling. Many films and TV series have followed, reflecting its lasting influence on the portrayal of gospel themes. Viewers, we invite you to share your own experiences and memories connected to the 1965 movie, The Greatest Story Ever Told. How did this film personally impact you or shape your perspective on cinema? Your stories hold value and can inspire others. Engage with us through likes, shares, and subscriptions for more cinematic explorations. Let's keep the conversation alive and celebrate the power of storytelling together. Your voice matters.